What's up, guys? It is me, Mad Samurai 84, here for the second half of April's Game with Gold videos. This is where I look at all the games we get of our Games with Gold subscription. I play them, I talk about what I do like, what I don't like. I give a final thoughts, and then I give a thumb score whether I think it's a good game and a good offering. And to start off the second half of April, we have got the FIA European Truck Racing Championship, and I'm not sure what to say really. I never knew this game or this type of racing was in such a demand where it needed a video game, and B, why are we getting it? Surely if they wanted to give us a racing game, like a proper racing game, maybe the last F1 game maybe would make more sense than this. So this is a little bit confusing. Yeah. Anyway, let's jump into the menu and we'll see what it has on offer. And we're going to have a little play around with it, you know, because it is really called for. It looks like another drop of the ball from Microsoft, and it kind of really shows that Microsoft is basically just doesn't care about anything with Games of Gold. They don't care about giving anything decent. Really, they care about is Game Pass and spending lots of money to try get as many games on there to get people to subscribe to it, really, which I can understand why. But it just goes to show you that they're kind of ignoring everything else. Come on, it's kind of sticking me in this tutorial. Why can't I kind of... Oh god. Oh god. Why can't I progress past this? Okay, I'm in auto drive. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Alright, how do I... Oh, there we go. I can press the right bumper button is to get the windscreen wipers going. Oh yeah, there we go. Brake. There we go. Yeah. Oh, what happened there? Oh, did I press the handbrake button without realising I was... Or did I get taken out of the race? Oh, there we go. Oh god, I'm not liking the control of trucks. Why is truck racing a thing? I don't know. But it supposedly is. You'll be quite amazed what they actually drive. There are so many different types of cars that actually have their own racing championship. It's quite amazing, I have to say. But this is actually part of the FIA, which is like that whole Formula 1 association or whatever. I think it's Formula... Well, you know what it is. That lot who do the Formula 1, the whole racing body of Formula 1, whatever they're called. But I have to say, this is very visually very bog standard. It's nothing special whatsoever, as you could see in that kind of opening pan out where you saw a one of the spectators, or not spectators, the people on the side. That didn't look pretty whatsoever, and I'm probably doing myself no justice because these type of games I really suck at, because I never play these type of racing games anymore. You know, these racing games are beyond me. You know, something I found interesting years and years ago. To cool bakes. Okay, well, I'm all over the place. You know, it's rather ugly. Everything about it isn't pretty. You can see where the grass is kind of rendering as you drive up to it, because it looks like a flat green, and as you go up, it's giving it texture. Why the hell am I just spinning out? I don't get it. I really don't get it at all. I want to get past this damn tutorial and move on with my life. What am I doing there? Congratulations, good job. I came dead last. Like miles behind everyone else. How can you congratulate me on that? That was just terrible. Oh God.
Welcome to the FIA European
Yeah. Alright, I can. Oh wow, it actually does have multiplayer. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this voiceover is in a lot of anime. I'm pretty sure. So we've got split screen. Alright, there is online. We will see if anyone's playing it online. Let's event. Take part in a weekly event. Time trial. Create your own custom championship. Right, well, the main thing here is the career. So we'll jump into career. We won't bother with quick race, championship or event or time trial, because they're quite standard in a way. We all know what they are. They're quite standard in racing games. What it always comes down to a racing game is what is the career mode like. So we'll jump into that. Here we go, tests. Now I've just realised where I recognise this voice from. He is the voiceover from Catherine, if you know the game Catherine, because, well, not recently, but not long ago, I played Catherine Full Body, and I had played it beforehand, but yeah, this is the voiceover guy for that. Also, he's in a lot of voiceover work in anime, and if I remember correctly. So I've got to get a license, so let's jump in acceleration. So what is this? Tests before I can do an actual race circuit. Alright, I'm going to jump in and try get through this as quick as possible. So I have to literally go through all these little license tests before I can progress and do anything else. Just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh, I think I messed up there. I think I really did. I don't know what I had to do. I wasn't paying attention. Accelerate and bring it to a full stop inside the zone. Where is the zone? Past there, okay. Well, that's simple. Just got to get past that finishing line, I'm assuming. Okay, I've got to restart again. Oh, is it in between those there? Alright, gotcha. Oh, okay. Now, I finally got my license. It took me nearly about 50 minutes to get my license. You know, there was 15 different tests, and you know what I have to say, that was some of the worst 50 minutes of gaming I've ever had in my life. It was just utter boring. Like, you know, I can see it's trying to serve as a tutorial of some sort of trying to get used to this, but surely they could have done that like in a race. You know, the weird thing is like when you're racing, you have to cool your brakes down, which you probably would have to with these trucks because it would get so hot because it puts it under so much duress when it's trying to brake. But these little tests were just so tedious, and some of them were just really annoying, of like having to keep my brakes at between a certain temperature and complete a course within a certain time and not smash into anything. It was just so annoying. It really made me just want to just turn off this game. But you know, I did it. I persevered, and I got through. And we're gonna do it. You know, let's keep the AI at beginner, because you know what? I am not in the mood to. Well, let's do it, Izzle, because I want to see a bit what the. Oh, no, let's not do overheating brakes. No, I'm sorry. Visual. I want to see what the damage looks like. If I see any, here we go. Yes. Okay. This is the problem with these racing games. They've always got these voiceovers explaining and everything. When you just want to get into race, but you know what? That's what Quick Race is for. This is not. You know what? It's a very uninspiring kind of HUD. Let's put it that way. For you, it's very uninspiring. You need a full season contract. Alright, okay. So I've got to do a race. Oh wow. It really looks very, very unfun to be playing this game. Like, as a career mode, it doesn't look fun whatsoever. It looks very bland, very boring, very much like nothing special. It's nothing going to like draw you in. But I can straight away see that there's nothing to it. Right, we want to skip this because we don't care about it. Oh, look, it's just the graphics. They just look terrible. You know what? The trucks themselves, they look okay, but that is just okay. That's all it is. It's just okay. You know, like inside the truck, yeah, it looks like there's a bit of detail inside, but you know, it doesn't look that nice, to be honest. I think the greatest feature is the windscreen wiper button. They've actually got a dedicated button for the windscreen wiper. So, you know, wasn't expecting to have a dedicated button just for the windscreen wiper. Oh, thank God I've taken that whole thing with the cooling the brakes down. I see there's a little bit of pop-up here and there in this game. Yeah, it's just, you know what, it's just not very fun to control these trucks. You know, it's just, like, I get it, it's a simulation kind of racing game, but wow, there's having something which is a kind of seminal, a bit of like entertaining. This is far from anything of entertaining, really. It's like I truly ask, like, how much was the license for this? Because it must have been going for cheap, because no one else would have been wanting for it. You know, it's just like, oh, we missed out on the Formula 1 license again. What else have you got? Oh, we've got the European Truck Championship license, if you want to take that. Yeah, alright. You know, we've got to spare a little bit of money. You know, we can make something, you know, there'll be someone who will buy it who enjoys watching the European Truck Racing Championship. They'll really love racing our game. No, they're not. Because, you know what? No one wants to do this. You have to be a really hardcore fan of racing sim games, but also a hardcore fan of racing sim games who's really a big fan of the European truck racing championship. Otherwise, it's just quite a horrible experience, really. Who cares? Oh God, seriously, it's just unfun. You know what? The dust effects aren't bad. Much better than I could have anticipated to get in this game. That's all right, but it's just not a fun racing game. That's the problem with some of these racing sims. They're not really much fun. Really, some of them are. Some, yeah, you can have some fun with some of them, but this is it's far from fun. It is. It really is. And as this is a practice, I don't have to. I did one lap, so let's get out of this. Oh, what was that? Oh, that's my ghost. God, I thought it was a bug for a second. God, he looks a bit blurry, my ghost, in some angles. Alright, I've jumped into an actual pro race with qualifying. I skipped the practice for this track because I was like, alright, I just want to get kind of into a proper race because this is really just such a drag, this game I'm finding. So I want to actually get into a race in this career just to see if I can, what I'm like against other trucks. But yeah, very, very so bad. It's just bland as hell. Oh no. And I spun out. It's so easy to spin out with these trucks. You wouldn't think so, but wow, it really does take it a good old while for it to. It's like a slow motion spin, but there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's very annoying, let's put it that way. You know it's happening, and then you're just stuck. You just got to let it go. Let it go. Yeah, I can't say. You know what? The thing that looks nice is the sky, and that doesn't even look that good. And there's a bit of frame rate issues there, a bit of slowdown when driving down that straight. Why is it struggling so much? I don't get it. It's just horrible. The background is not nice. It looks like something from the PS2 era, or original Xbox era, say, because this is we're playing on Xbox. But yeah, nothing nice. The only thing that's looking half decent is the truck, and that's only half decent. It's not looking great. It's well, what can you do? This is just some terrible game. Well, it isn't terrible because you know what? There'll be some people who do think it's an alright game. But it's this just not feeling like any kind of care has been given from Microsoft of thinking of, what shall we give them this month? This is the most randomest offering I think they have given us, because it's just why sure they must have gone, hey, you know what, this is really cheap, let's give these guys a couple of grand so we can give their game, because you know what, no one's buying it, so we might as well, they'll let us put it out on Games of Gold, because you know what, more people are going to be playing it than they could ever think. And yeah, I'm going to be interested to see who's playing this game online. I want to go check out who's playing it online after this, because it is going to be a bit of an interesting thing if anyone is actually playing this online, because I would be very, very surprised, because they give us some games sometimes, and when you go online, no one's playing them. And sometimes I'm a bit like, oh, why is no one playing that online? And some of them you're like, oh yeah, I'd be really surprised if anyone's playing this game online. Really surprised, but and this is going to be one where I'm going to actually be surprised anyone's actually bothering playing this online. So you know what you probably find. Some of the people who play it online are the devs. I bet some devs are playing it, so people can get into games. Oh, I know it sounds horrible what I just said, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, I've got something on my tail. Better speed up down this straight. Yeah, it's just there's so many better racing games they could give us. Honestly, like this is not a great offering on the racing aspect. And you know what, they've given us a lot of racing games in the past, and a lot of like not really good racing games. So it's a bit like, oh god, I can't even remember all the racing games they've given us. There's been so many. Didn't they give us the WRC, one of those ones, not long ago? I didn't like that one. Didn't they give us, was it V Rally 4 they gave us? Didn't like that one. They gave us Project Cars 2, I think it was. I didn't really like that one. I think they gave us a Forza game, which really wasn't even that good. I hope you like my character name. Games of Gold is a bad service, because it does feel like a bad service now. It feels like a service it's not being cared for whatsoever. Here we go. My first actual proper racing career. It has taken me over an hour to get here. Over an hour. I'm not sure what to say. Where it takes you over an hour to get to your first like proper race in a career mode. That is actually probably terrible gameplay, or well, just terrible design, really. Where it takes you that long to get to your first race. Like, I've had a collision with a driver. What does that mean? Do I get a penalty or what? 5 seconds, 10 seconds, or what? I don't know. I'm just trying to race. Oh yeah, I can see a little bit of damage there. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Okay, focus. Keep pushing.
Yeah, once we've done this race, actually, I don't want to do 12 laps, so that's not going to happen. If it was 3 laps, yeah, I might just get through it, but I ain't going to do 12 laps with this truck. You're having a laugh, really. I'm going to do 1 lap, really, but oh my god, who wants to do 12 laps? This is gotta be one of the most boring racing games I think I've ever played, and I've played some really bad ones. I played that gravel game. I had that gravel. That's actually more entertaining, and it looks better, and it plays better, and it's a bit of a dog shit game, really. It's a dog shit game, and that is better than this, I have to say. Can I get in it? Oh, it's you just go all over the place. It's ridiculous. You know what? I was right up there looking to get on the podium. Now look at me. I'm all the way at the back of the pack, 9th. He ain't gonna get no ladies by coming 9th. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's get out of this. Like, I've wasted so much time in my life just to get to this point. Oh my god. Let's go see if there's anyone playing online mode. Okay, I didn't even finish the race. They still gave me a contract. Alright, if that's what you want to do, that's fine by me. Alright, multiplayer. Alright, you've got split screen, which is quite good. Quick race, create, search. Alright, let's go search. All modes, let's do it. Searching for game. Is there any races? It's got to be. This game just come out on Games of Gold free. There should have been some people who are stupid enough. Oh yeah, see, there are some people there are some people who are playing online. Like, I'm in a lobby. I'm in a lobby. All right. No. No. Oh, ready up. Here we go. See, I wanted to see how many lobbies there were of people racing. Come on. This is ridiculous. I just want to get in and race. What's so hard about it? Just start the race. This is the problem. Everyone has to ready up. Surely, if the majority are, well, saying that it isn't the majority, it's just 3v3 really. Come on, guys. This is ridiculous. Come on, the majority are ready. Alright, I might have to back out and try go into another race. It's just taking too long. If I go into the same race, that means there's just one race happening. Because it's not showing me any lobbies. It's just searching for a game. So it just sticks you in a game. Is it going to stick me in the same one? No, I've got it. I'm in a different race. Right, ready up. Let's do this. Let's race in Japan, in Fuji. Come on, let's just race it. You can't be waiting for multiple people. It's just not going to happen, matey. Drop hammer Xbox. Come on, guys. This is really annoying now. Jose Rodriguez. I think this is the problem. I think whoever's like ahead of this is like waiting for more people. Instead of like, alright, I've got most of the lobby filled, let's just start the race. It's not good, really, because a lot of people are just going to get annoyed and just go, oh, you know what, I can't be bothered, I'm going to try a different one. So yeah, it's a bit sad in a way. You know, and then we're just waiting on one person. Oh, that's not good. People, but someone's going to leave in a moment. I know I'm going to be tempted to leave. You just want to get into a race. You don't want to be mucking about. So I assume these are actual racers. I'm assuming. They can't use their likeness because they probably don't have that, but they do have their name and their kit and all their helmet. Yeah, someone's already left, and I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It's taking too long. Right, what if I go into quick race? Here we go. We've got a full lobby now. If this person Gondoro 87 doesn't ready up now, it's never going to happen. Come on. Oh, Norbert Kiss. What? No. Really? Come on, now we gotta wait for these two people. Oh, someone else. Oh, come on, we're nearly there. It's actually quite annoying that everyone has to be ready. To be honest, whoever's head of the lobby should be the only one who's ready. You know, in a way. I don't know what these blue helmets mean. Like, I don't get it. Has everyone got a different racer? I don't know. Come on. Pure Dread 666. Just okay it. Or just kick him out so we can just move on to the race. No, look, before I jumped into this one, I did try the quick match, and that was just searching for a good about 5 minutes. I didn't let you guys see it because it was taking forever. But yeah, that wasn't good. Quick match, quick search, just quick race was not working at all. Wouldn't find a match. I had to go to like search lobbies to get into a match. But you know what? It doesn't actually search lobbies. It just sticks you in a lobby. It's not like you can look. Oh, that's the annoying thing. When everyone's ready, someone comes out, and this is the thing. I'm gonna give up. Oh, wow! Everyone's just left. I'm not bothering. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. So they have quite a bit of a list of races there. They really do. So how many courses they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. They've got 14 courses there. So what's the World Series? Is that all different drivers? Okay, so they've got all a load of different drivers for that. And they've got the same amount of courses. Okay, let's do the Fuji Freeway Speedway. We'll do one. We'll start third. Alright, you know what? I'm going to give a final thoughts now of FIA European Truck Racing Championship. Because I've tried to play this. I've been playing it for well over like an hour and 40. And you know what? It has been one of the most enjoyable racing experiences I've had in a long time. Firstly, the graphics. The graphics are they're just not great. You know, like when did this game come out? This game came out July 2019. You could have thought this game came out in July 2009 with these graphics. Because it looks like it's from a previous generation. You know, the backgrounds look like they're from a generation before the previous generation of the previous generation. It's just not that nice. You know, the trucks look alright. That's probably the most where you can go, oh yeah, okay. But they're not really next gen looking vehicles. They're just an alright looking vehicle, you know, because that's the thing with racing sims. That's where all the attention really goes. You can see that crowd is a crowd you would have seen in a racing game in the early mid 2000s. Really, it does look that crowded. Yeah, they've got some moving flags, but yeah, they had that in racing games in the early mid 2000s. You know, it's just not a pretty looking game. Look at that texture right there on the fence. It's just blurry. It doesn't look nice whatsoever.
yeah, it's just graphically overall not a great game. Cars look okay. Well, that's it. Everything else is just a bit of an ugly thing. You know, you'll see things pop up here and there. You know, textures like loading, the grass looking flat, and then as you get closer, you know, the texture of the grass starts to kind of come in. It's just like, ugh, just unpleasant. And controls. You know what? You know what? Where the control buttons are, they're all right. You know what? They're kind of just quite much a racing game. The thing I don't like about the control of the truck is the whole thing with is putting water on the brakes. You know what? I'm just, you know what? That's not having to watch out for your opponents, the corners and that, and also worry about putting water in your brakes to stop them from overheating. It's just like, oh, that's another thing. Oh, see, my water tank's nearly half empty. It's just like, oh, not a fun experience whatsoever. It really isn't. You know what? Also, the best looking thing in graphical wise is probably inside the cab. Really. Oh, no. And that looks okay, but I'm not sure it's that pleasant to drive in this experience. I have to say, it's not a great experience. You know what? The first person feels better than driving in the cab. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's just, the career mode is just a boring mode. You know, it took me over 50 minutes to get to my first race. You know, actually it was more like an hour. You know, doing the whole licensing, you have to do all the 15 license tests before you can get into one of the tours. That was just so tedious and just so, it was just unpleasant to play. Like the rest of this game, it's just been ultra unpleasant. And then I tried to see if I can race online. Yeah, I was able to get into plenty of lobbies, but I was unable to actually get into a race because everyone has to be ready. Everyone. So it's not like the whoever's head of the lobby just has to be ready and the race kind of starts, or when you've got a full when you've got a full lobby, you get a couple of seconds to just finish off what you're doing and then you start. It's just a bit like, oh god. You know, the thing I have to give it is that it's got plenty of drivers. It's got plenty of drivers to choose from. So I have to give it that. You know, there's plenty here. So, you know, that means there's plenty of different cars to use. You know, it's got 15, 16 tracks. It's okay. It's probably the course they do, the tracks they do, and that's what it is. But you know what, I have to say, this is an ultra disappointing game, really. And you know what, if we look on Metacritic, I'm actually quite amazed that this is sitting at such a high score. You know, this is sitting at 73 on Metacritic with 4 critic reviews. I don't get it. Xbox Addict gave it a 75. Mondo Xbox 75. The Xbox Hub 70. These are people I've never heard of. I've never heard of any of this at all. You know what? You know, on the Metacritic on the PS4, it's got a 60. The PC Metacritic score is a 68. There's supposedly a Switch one. There's the Switch. There's not enough for the Switch, but it's about. It's going to be about probably a 50, 55 ish. Metacritic for that. But yeah, it's just a really horrible game. I don't actually understand why anyone would actually be willing to actually buy this game. You know, how much does it go on for on Steam? On Steam, if you were to buy it, it's £34.99 English pounds. Now that is actually a massive con. That's actually just absolutely terrible. Really, you can just see it's just things cut in and out of this game. It just looks blurry, unaspiring. It just seems like it must have been a cheap license for the developers to get hold of. It's a horrible game. It's a boring game. It's not a great racer. If you there's so many better racing games you can just easily get for a decent price. Really, if you really want a fun racing game, just go for one of the Forza Horizon games. Any of them will do, because they're more fun than this will ever be. This is just like trash. So I'm going to give my thumb scores for this now, because I want to get this game out of the way and removed from my hard drive. So my game score for this is going to be a thumbs down. It's not a good game. There's no way in hell that I could give it anything less than a thumbs down. And my the offering score, I'm going to give it another thumbs down. It's a double thumbs down for this game. It's really horrible and unfun to play. So, you know, I don't advise anyone to actually even add this into the library, where I usually say add everything into your library, don't add this one into your library. It's not worth it. This is a terrible, terrible offering from Microsoft. It feels like they don't give two damns about Games of Gold and what they offer offer us, really, offer their consumers, really, the people who pay for the service and they want something, really, you know, they don't care about Games of Gold anymore. They really don't. If it's not Game Pass, they really don't care. This is just whatever they can get for cheap, because they're spending all their money on paying publishers to get their games for Game Pass. Really, they're paying a lot of money to get games on there. So their budget for Games of Gold is probably very, very small. So yeah, terrible game. Thumbs down for the game and a thumbs down for the offering. So not a good start to the second half. Anyway, we've got one more game to play with the last game. So let's hope that's a little bit better than this. So anyway, until the next video, guys, take care, look after yourselves, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.